the wisdom of the king's advisor. The teaching of the overseer of the city and chief advisor to the king before the power of the dual king living forever and eternity. The overseer of the city and chief advisor to the king declares, O my sovereign, old age has struck, age has descended, feebleness has arrived, weakness is here again. Sleep is upon him in discomfort all day. Eyes are grown small, ears deaf, mouth silent, unable to speak, heart emptied, unable to recall yesterday. Bones ache his whole length. Goodness has turned to evil, all taste is gone. What old age does to people is evil in every way. Nose is blocked, unable to breathe. How old it feels, standing or sitting. Let a staff of old age be decreed to be made for this humble servant. Let him be told the speech of those who assess, the advice of the ancestors once heard by the divine beings. Then the same may be done for you. Strife may be removed from the populace, and the two shores may toil for you. Then the power of this divine being said, Teach him then the speech from the past, that he may provide the example for the children of the great. May hearing enter into him, the measure of every heart. Speak to him, for no one can be born wise. Beginning of the collection of fine words, said by the man of the elite, foremost of armed gods, father, and beloved of the divine being, eldest son of the king of his body, overseer of the city, chief advisor to the king in teaching the ignorant to be wise according to the rules of fine words, something useful to whoever heeds, and something harmful to whoever transgresses it. Then he addressed his son. Do not be proud on account of your knowledge, but discuss with the ignorant as with the wise. The limits of art cannot be delivered. There is no artist whose talent is fulfilled. Fine words are more sought after than greenstone, but can be found with the women at the grindstone. If you meet an opponent in his moment, a director of heart who is superior to you, bend your arms and bow. Do not take up your heart against him, for he will not be swayed for you. You can belittle bad speaking by not clashing with him in his moment. It will mean he is called a fool when your self-restraint has subdued his excess. If you meet an opponent in his moment, your equal, a man from your levels, silence is how you establish your superiority over him, while he is bad-mouthing, greatly to the disgust of the assessors, and your name is the good one in the mind of the officials. If you meet an opponent in his moment who is a poor man and not your equal, do not vent your here on him by his wretchedness. Put him on land for him to oppose himself. Do not pour out your heart at the man facing you. The demolition of a wretched heart is a difficult matter. What you wish will be done. Beat him with the hostility of the officials. If you are to be among leaders at a command for the condition of the multitude, seek out for yourself every effective moment until your condition reaches faultlessness. What is right is great, and its keenness enduring. It has not been overturned since the time of Osiris. The one who overlooks laws is punished. That is what is overlooked in the sight of the greedy. It is the small-minded that sees riches, but crime never managed to land its rewards. Whoever says, I snare for myself, does not say, I snare for my needs. The final part of what is right is its endurance, of which a man says, that is my father. Do not cause fear among people God punishes with the same. Anyone who says, I can live by it, will lack bread for his statement. Anyone who say, I can be powerful, will have to say, I snare against myself by my cleverness. Anyone who says he will strike another will end by being given to a stranger. If you are a man at a sitting at the table place of one greater than you, take whatever he causes to be set before you. Do not stare at what is before him. Do not pierce it with many glances. Pressing it is an offense to the life force. Do not speak to him until he has requested. You never know what may displease. Speak when he questions you, and your speech will please. A great man, when he is at a meal, behavior following the command of his life force, he will give to the one he favors, That is the nighttime behavior that happens. Only a fool complains about it. If you are a man of entry sent by official to official, be precise in the form he sent you, carry out the mission for him as he says. Guard against harming with words, embroiling official with official. Grasp what is right by its likeness. An outburst of the heart is not repeated from the speech of all people. If you plow for plants on the margins, the divine being grants it to be great by your hand. Do not inflate your mouth beside your neighbors. To inspire awe by being silent is greater. A master of character who is master of wealth, he seizes like a crocodile in the council. Do not scorn the childless man. Do not demean by boasting over it. Even a father can have his plenty of grief. A mother who has given birth may be less happy than a maid. It is the lone man that the divine being fosters, while the lord of a clan may beg to be followed. If you are weak, follow a man of excellence, and all your conduct will be good before God. When you have known lesser men before, do not be proud against him from what you knew of him before. Respect him according to what he has become, for goods do not come of their own accord. This is their law for their desire. An overflow, he has assembled it of himself. It is the divine being who makes him excellent and protects him while he sleeps. Follow your heart as long as you live. Do not make a loss on what is said. Do not subtract time from following the heart. Harming its time is an offense to the life force. Do not deflect the moment of every day beyond establishing your heart. As things happen, follow your heart. There is no profit in things if it is stifled. If you are a man of excellence and produce a son in the favor of God, if he follows precisely the outline of your character and ties your things to their proper place, do everything good for him, for he is your son. He belongs to the shooting of your life force. Do not separate your heart from him. Seed may make a disputant. If he wanders and breaks your advice and has rebelled against all that is said, and his mouth wanders into evil speech, battle him in all his words. He who attacks you is the one they have condemned. It means it was decreed that he be smitten from the time he was in the womb. Their guidance does not stray. Their stranded never find a ferry. If you are in the approach hall, stand and sit at every step as was ordered to you on the first day. Do not waver. That causes your expulsion. The sight of the one who enters to report is keen. The space of the one he has summoned is broad. The approach hall follows regulations, every move according to the measure. It is the divine being who promotes a place. Those who push forward are not made. If you are to be with people, appoint for yourself people you can trust and be trustworthy. The man without speech running through his body is the one who becomes a commander himself, a master of goods. What is he like? Your good name is that you do not speak. Your body is fattened for you more than your contemporaries. You receive praise from those you do not know. When a heart heeds only its belly, it puts resentment of it in place of love of it. His heart is afflicted, his body unkempt. The great of heart is the gift of God. The one who obeys his body belongs to the enemy. Report your matters without hesitating. Give your advice in the counsel of your master. Anyone fully fluent in speaking will find no difficulty in being a messenger in reporting. No one will contest, but who can know it? It is the one who exceeds his field who comes unstuck. If he intends to prevail by it, he has to be silent at the words, "I said so." If you are a leader with broad scope in what is commanded to you, you should do outstanding things so as to be remembered in days to come. A legal case does not arise out of the midst of praises. The hidden beast intrudes, and then there is resistance. If you are to be a leader, be patient in your hearing when the petitioner speaks. Do not halt him until his belly is emptied of what he had planned to have said. The victim loves to sate his heart even more than accomplishing what he came for. If a petition is halted, people say, "But why did he break that rule?" Not everything for which he petitions can come to be, but a good hearing is soothing for the heart. If you wish friendship to last within a house you may enter, as master, as brother, or as friend, anywhere you may enter, resist approaching the wife. It is not good for the place where it is done. It is not clever to open it up. 1,000 men are tied against what is good for them. A little moment is like a dream, but death is reached by knowing it. It is a vile twist to shoot the enemy. It comes out on his doing, the heart restraining him. The one who fails by lusting for her, no plan succeeds by his hand. If you wish your conduct to be good and to save yourself from all evil, resist the opportunity of greed. It is a sore disease of the worm. No advance can come of it. It embroils fathers and mothers, with mothers' brothers. It entangles the wife and the man. It is a levy of all evils, a bundle of all hatefulness. The man endures whose guideline is right, who proceeds according to his paces. He can draw up a will by it. There is no tomb for the greedy-hearted. Do not be greedy over a share. Do not be jealous of what is not your due. Do not be greedy against your kin. The mild man receives more respect than the strong. The one who goes out under his kin is a miserable man, deprived of the profit of speech. A fraction of the object of greed creates a quarreler out of a cool temperament. If you are excellent, found your household. Love your wife within reckoning. Fill her belly, clothe her back. Ointment is the remedy for her body. Gladden her heart as long as you live. It is a field of benefit for its lord. Do not impose her in affairs. Distance her from power, restrain her. Her eye is her storm when it sees. This is what keeps her in your house. Your quelling her is water. The womb puts her in her arms. In her turmoil, a canal is made for her. Make your staff happy with what has come to you. It has come to one whom the divine being favors. Anyone neglecting the happiness of his staff is called a spirit of hoarding. No one knows what is coming when planning tomorrow. The spirit of the correct man is the spirit that brings happiness. If moments of praising arise, it is the staff who would cheer. Food cannot be brought to town. Staff are fetched when there is shortage. Do not repeat slander and do not listen to it. It is the result of the hot-headed. Repeat a word after seeing, not heard entirely skewed. See, what is before you is fine knowledge. When a levy is decreed to take place, the one made to exact it is hated by law. Slander is like a moment of dreaming. See what is the remedy for the dream: concealment. If you are as a man of excellence, sitting in the council of his master, rally every heart to excellence. Your silence is more benefit than creeping talk. You should say what you know how to explain. There are artists of words in the council. Speaking is more difficult than any labor. The one who can explain is the one who makes it work. If you are powerful in causing respect for you, by knowledge, by calming in speech, do not order people, except by the guidelines. The aggressive man ends up in trouble. Do not have your heart too high, or it will be brought down. Do not stay silent if it makes you stumble. When you answer the speech of a fiery man, distance your sight, restrain yourself. The spear of a hothead flies past, but a fine mover has his path smoothed. A man who worries all day long will never be allowed a good moment. A man who lazes all day long will never have a solid house. Do not block the moment of a great man. Do not constrain the desire of one who is laden down. Barriers from him arise against the one who disputes with him. There is release for the life force with the one who shows love for him. This is the gift of sustenance, this and the divine being. What he loves is action for him. When the face is turned back to you, after a storm, there follows peace before his life force and barriers before the enemy. Planting love brings sustenance. Instruct the great in what is useful for him, foster his image in the sight of people, cause his wisdom to fall in front of his Lord, and there may be rewards for you too before his life force. The stomach of the loved will be content. Your back will be clothed by it. His image will be over you for the life of your house. Your noble, the one you love, he is alive by it. When he makes a good gesture, do not be silent. This is indeed the guarantee of your love in the body of those who love you. See, it is the life force that loves to listen. If you play the son of a man of a council, a messenger for pleasing the multitude, select the fringes of action. In speaking, do not take sides in case he speaks his opinion. Officials, he sets the case on that side, and your mistake is turned into judgment. If you show mercy on a past failure, incline to a man for his virtue. Pass over him, do not recall it, since he might stay silent for you on day one. If you are rich after your impoverishment, and acquire property after lack of it, in the city that you have known, with awareness of what happened to you before, do not place your trust in your wealth. It came to you by the gifts of the divine being, so you will not be behind another like you, but the same could happen to him. Bend your back to your superior, your overseer of the king's domain, and your house will be fixed on its goods, your rewards in their place. The man who struggles with the superior is an irritant. You live as long as the superior is pleased with you. The shoulder is not injured by being exposed. Do not seize the house of neighbors. Do not suppress anything close to you. It gives no results in anything. Let him not speak ill of you before you have heard. A troublemaker is a man with no mind. Whoever is known as a quarreler, there is trouble for the struggler in places near to him. Do not have sex with a child woman when you knew the approach to the water of its chest. There is no cooling what is in his body. Do not go mad on making the approach. He is cool after damaging his heart. If you seek out the character of a friend, do not make your own inquiries. Go direct to him. Make the case with him alone to avoid suffering in his matter. Debate with him after a period of time, and try his heart in the matter of the case. If what he has seen come out through him, and he does the matter that angers you about him, or that makes him a friend, do not seize the sight. Be collected. Do not deluge him with words. Do not reply with a slight. Do not react against him by destroying him. His moment cannot fail to come. No one can escape from what is fated for him. Let your face be bright as long as you live. Whoever leaves the store cannot enter. It is the bread of sharing that causes envy. A man with an empty stomach is a man to complain. The opponent is born out of impoverishment. Do not make him into someone to approach you. Favor is the memory of a man in the years after ruin. Know your plumage and your property will last. Do not be mean in your character towards your friends. They are his river field when it floods, more important than his riches. They are the property of one for another. The quality of a son of a someone is good for him. Good character will be remembered. Punish from the head, teach by character. The force against a criminal will be a model example. Any instance except for results is what makes a moaner turn into an active opponent. If you marry a good-time girl, a joyful woman known to her town, if she is wayward and revels in the moment, do not reject her, but instead let her enjoy. Joyfulness is what marks calm water. If you heed these things that I have told you, all your conduct will move forward. Their holding true, that is their wealth. The memory of them moves in the mouth of people from the excellence of their phrasing. When every saying has been brought, it does not perish in this land forever. Doing it is a matter for goodness. The words of the officials follow it. This is the teaching of a man to speak to posterity. Hearing it, he becomes an attentive craftsman. It is good to speak to posterity, for it will hear it. If their good cases arise from the one who is the superior, he will be eternally effective. All his wisdom will last forever. The wise man nourishes his soul by establishing his goodness with it on earth. The wise man is famed for what he has learned. It is the official who is after good conduct. From the action of his heart and his tongue, his lips are reliable when he is speaking, and his eyes in seeing, his ears intent in hearing what is useful for his son. Who does what is right is free from falsehood. Hearing is good for a son who hears. Hearing enters into the hearer. The hearer becomes one who is heard. Hearing is good, as speech is good. The hearer is the master of what is useful. Hearing is good for the hearer. Hearing is better than any other thing. Love of good comes into being. How beautiful it is when a son receives what his father says. Old age is achieved for him by it. The hearer is one whom the divine being loves. The one whom God hates does not hear. The heart is the creator of its master. Do not hear from the one who does not hear. A man's heart is his life, prosperity, and health. It is the hearer who hears the speaker. The one who acts according to what is said is the one who loves hearing. How good when a son listens to his father. How joyful is the one to whom this is said. A son who is handsome is a hearing lord. The hearer to whom it is said is effective in the body. Memory of him is in the mouth of the people, those who are on earth and those who will be. If the son of a someone receives what his father says, there can be no wavering for any of his plans. Instruct your son to be a good hearer, who will be excellent in the hearts of the officials, guiding his mouth according to what he has been told, seen as a hearer. The son who excels, his steps are distinguished, but there is no straight way in for the one who fails to hear. The mourning of the wise man will be his security, while the fool is pressed down. As for the fool unable to hear, nothing can ever be done for him. He sees wisdom as ignorance, and what is good as what is painful. He commits every error, to be accused of it each day. He lives on what one dies of. Corrupt speak is his food. His character in this is well known to the officials, saying living death each day. His faults are passed over from the sheer number of faults on him each day. A son who hears is a follower of Horus. It is good for him after he hears. In his old age he achieves revered status. He can tell the same to his children, renewing the teaching of his father. Every man teaches by his deeds. He tells on to the children, and they can tell their children. Show character. Do not pass on your weaknesses. Securing what is right is the life of your children. As for the principal who arrives with wrongdoing, people say what they see. That is exactly how that man is. To say to those who will hear, that is exactly how that man is, too. There everyone sees, and the multitude is pacified. There is no profit in riches without them. Do not remove a word, do not add it. Do not put one in place of another. Fight against opening up the bonds on you. Guard against a man of experience, saying, listen up if you wish to be secure in the mouth of those who hear. Speak up when you have penetrated the case of the craftsman. You speak at the case of closure, and all your plans will fall into place. Flood your heart. Restrain your mouth, then your plans will be among the officials. Be straight in character before your Lord. Do as he has said, that is the Son. So those who hear it say, indeed favor gave birth to him. Say things of distinction, so the officials who hear may say, how perfect is the issue of his mouth. Do as your master has said for you. How good is one instructed by his father when he emerged from him out of his body, and he told him while he was in the body, entirely, may what he has done be greater than what he was told. See, a good son, by the gift of the divine being, surpassing what he was told before his Lord. He does what is right. His heart has acted according to his set steps. As you reach me, your body intact, the king content with everything, take years of life. What I have done on earth is not little. I took 110 years of life by the grant of the king to me, favor ahead of the ancestors, from doing what is right for the king until the stage of revered status.